Eastern Seaboard here in the States. Happy Thursday evening. Just a little shy, 10 minutes shy of 9:30 from the West Coast. It's that happy hour, early dinner time. Enjoy from the other side of the world. Happy Friday morning to you. Want to hop on here and talk a little more about showing up in the affiliate marketing game. When I look back at my time the last couple of years, the biggest issue was very simple. Chose not to show up, right? Because when you explore it, there's usually space or space for you to do the things, your daily action plan, or the task that you got to get through. Or in the alternative, I needed someone to walk me through it. I really didn't get it. Well, if you joined a program, you joined a course, presumably, and this is not every program, of course, but presumably there was support. Like, did you reach out to somebody, say, hey, I'm not quite getting this. I need some help walking through this. Because if not, you just chose not to show up. You didn't want to be resourceful enough to do the work. Or in the alternative, it's like, yeah, I had some other stuff come up in my life, and so this one on the back burner. Again, you're choosing. Generally in life, we have choices, and so if you're choosing the other thing as opposed to this, that's fine. Just accept it for what it is. It's a choice, right? And you chose not to show up in this realm, and chose to show up somewhere else. And I know for me, I think one reason why I didn't show up is because I didn't really have a very good reason why I wanted to do this. I have my law practice, and that gives me a comfortable life. And but it was still, I think I was succeeding, or I've been succeeding enough that I don't really know why should I leave this, right? As much as I told everybody, and I literally tell everybody that my objective was pulling away from practicing law and doing more online work. I don't know if I really had a really strong reason to. A lot of people ask me Rich, what's your reason? What's your passion? And I don't know. I don't know if I've identified that yet, and I'm okay with that. But I think now that I've got little baby girl Mia, that's a very powerful why. For me, that needs this must work because I want her. I want to be here. I want to be present. I want to be home. I want to be watching her walk and crawl and do all that stuff. I don't want to have I can't be home to watch her say daddy because I've got a closing or I've got a court appearance. To me, what's the purpose of creating a business when you have to give up those moments for the business? And so it's just we got to choose what we're showing up for. And I ask anyone who may have tried some kind of affiliate marketing or online business in the past. Maybe you've been like me, a couple of years ago, you joined a couple of courses, you spent thousands of dollars, and you're like, it just didn't work out. Ask yourself a very honest question and assessment. Did you really show up? Did you every day show up? Show up when no one's looking. Show up when you got 0 comments or 0 engagement on a post. Show up when you got 0 people watching your video. Because if the answer is you didn't, well then, you didn't show up. And if you're not going to show up, people aren't going to know, like, and trust you. You're not going to get visibility, credibility, or profitability. I brought up those two acronyms, or whatever you want to call them, because these are things that are used in brick and mortar businesses, right? People always say you want to know, like, and trust the people you do business with. In BNI, a networking group that I'm in, global organization, they talk about visibility, credibility, visibility. Sorry about that. Showing up meetings, showing up at your own chapter's meeting, and then visiting with other chapters meeting on a regular basis. Just be there leads to credibility. Okay, someone's taking the time to show up as this person. Cool. Leads to profitability. Okay, they showed up enough so that hey, let's give them business, right? And then you just do the work. Just do the work. So I think in the affiliate marketing game, same kind of thing. You just gotta show up every day. Show up, talk to people, right? Let people get to know you. Just because you send out a message doesn't mean you gotta get a sale. It can just be conversations. I've reached out to a lot of people, and I think some people are very confused. Yeah, great. Maybe one day you'll buy something that I'm offering. That's cool. I understand now that, especially in online sales, 85% of sales occur after 90 days, right? For every 1,000 What was it? It's like an hour, 10 hours of, or an hour of content. For every $1,000 that you want someone to spend on you, they've got to consume about an hour of content. Do you have an hour of content available for someone to consume? If not, you got to show up. You got to get to work. You got to create posts. You got to engage. You got to talk to people. You got to create like lead magnets and giveaways, webinars. Do it. All it requires is showing up. You put the energy out there, it'll come back to you. And in this affiliate marketing game, that's probably the biggest thing. People will come, they'll get an affiliate link, they'll spam it. But who wants to do business with a spammer? And think about it in real life, right? You want to do business with like the people you know, like us. You want to do business with people who are visible, credible, and in turn, you'll make them profitable. So I encourage you, if you're somebody who's been you've tried affiliate marketing maybe a couple months ago, a couple of years ago even, and you said, it just didn't work out for me. I invite you to take this opportunity to think about it again. Think about it with a refreshed perspective. Did you show up? Because if not, it's okay. Like that was then, this is now. You can come back, start from scratch, start from scratch wherever you are, and just show up really powerfully, really intentionally. And just show up each and every day. Make it a point. Like ask yourself, like, does this really matter to me? If I can create a business that's life-changing, if you have a job, it can ease like countless stories. The program that I'm in, SAA, just reading the testimonials and the stories, how many lives this program has changed. People who are working in factories, in other countries in factories, making like less than $10 a day. And they just show up and like my light went off. They just show up and they've transformed their lives, their family lives by making, businesses that are making 5-6 figures a month, all because they just showed up. They showed up when nobody was posting on their or engaging with their posts. They showed up when nobody was watching their videos. So I encourage you, if you tried this in the past, you felt like it didn't work, come back, try it again, but just show up. Give yourself a runway of 60 days. For 60 days, you're going to do bop, 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 bop every day without fail. If you need help doing that, I'd love to lock arms with you. I dropped in the description below the program that I'm truly, truly a fan of. I strongly recommend it to everyone because you get everything you'll need: training, support, coaching, everything to make sure you don't fail. But you've got to do the work. You've got to do the push-ups. You can learn more about the program by clicking the link below. You can always send me a message, send me a DM on any of the socials. Again, show up.